first vote is over, and I wasn't chosen. Relief. I can feel my strained nerves loosening. But why these four? Sarah, you... It's just like I said. I'm not the sacrifice. I'm the commoner. Four will advance to the final vote. So Hiyori? Kanakazuchi. Kiji Sonogi. Now Egekoro. Why me? This isn't right. I know this to spare myself. You can't want to have a conversation when you feel like this, which is why it's my role to inspire them. Like Kiji did for me in the first game. Give him a pep talk. Lift your heads up. We've always done what we had to do. No matter how cruel it is, you can't stop. But, Kana, we're not your enemies. Even so, if someone is the sacrifice, we'll move in the same direction. We talk. We advance the discussion. Sarah! Right you are. The real battle begins here. Everyone! Alright, first, it's time for those of us who weren't picked to guide the discussion. Incidentally, I'm a commoner. Be at ease. Alice is a commoner too? Muscle Gorilla! Now's not the time to shrivel up! Let's remember that the card trade's in order!
Yeah!
Now, please, grasp your fate with your hands. May you all not perish. Now we will have to have an in-depth conversation about the card trades, understood? Stripey, leave it to us! Stripey? Gashu quietly sat in his chair again.
There are 4 trades made in total. That ain't many.
By the way, I've been commoner the whole way. I didn't get traded with even once. That's because you're a cute little nugget. Traded cards requires 50 tokens. It's not as if just anyone could do it. Alright, let's extract from you. The token ranking, I recall, put Kyutaro Hamburger in first and Jin Ibushi in last. Now Egekoro was also low ranking. Of the 4 candidates, I suppose Now was the only one who lacked tokens to make a trade. By the way, I've been a commoner this whole time. My heart was really pounding, wondering if I'd get past a bad card. My roll didn't change up to the very end. I made it through all 5 card trades. You're doing great. 5?
There are 4 card trades in total. That ain't that many. Honestly, it's all a mess in my head.
Oh, because Burger was out.
Glad we got given more time to sort it out.
Let's immediately store that and pit it against that because those are 2 different things. Muscarilla, that's wrong.
What?
There were 5 trades.
5? Wait, by my memory, there were 3 trades. Then I heard there was one just before the main game.
Oh, I get it. You misunderstood, Kitaro.
There were 2 trades while you were out. What? That don't make no sense.
That's our line.
Sorry, but somebody's giving me an explanation.
Nobody, rather.
Well, that's on us.
Kyutaro Hamburger, when was it you passed Sarah Chidoing the sacrifice card? In fact, did you have the sacrifice card to start?
Nah, that ain't it. The first card I had was commoner.
I get it.
That tells me most of the trades.
What? I don't have a clue. Why is that?
Because your friendly policeman made the first one.
What did you say? Who'd you trade with and what?
I gave Sarah Keymaster.
Eh?
Then what card does Sarah start with?
I was commoner. At first, I was commoner. You traded Keymaster for commoner?
And I deepened our trust doing it. Let's do a little sort out. In the first trade, I passed Keymaster to Sarah's hands. In the second trade, someone sacrificed and Kataro's commoner. Exactly. Someone's sacrifice was swapped with Kataro's commoner. And then in the third trade, Sarah's Keymaster and Kataro's sacrifice were swapped. Yeah, that's what it'd mean.
Muscle Gorilla, tell us everything you can remember. You have an obligation to properly explain to us the third trade. At the time of the third trade, I was searching the first floor alone, so I want to know the situation. I shall tell you. The third trade occurred when everyone was sharing the laptop. These trades, I'd better keep them sorted out in my head too. You can now sort out details of the trades. Alright, let's extract some information. Taro, why aren't you talking? I shall tell you. The third trade occurred while everyone was sharing the laptop. Remembering that photo on the laptop still makes my heart quake. But what's important now is that card trade. In the end, it was a mutual betrayal. Cube Taro Hamburger, despite being right there, traded a sacrifice to you. How? Such a cold-blooded man. Don't speak of bonds to me. Huh? Something strange here. How could he have traded? At the time of the third trade, I was searching the first floor alone. I was doing all the stuff by myself. I wanted to see the laptop. It's not relevant right now. Okay. Let's conflict you. Oh, wait! Why won't you deny it, Kataro? What? I mean, you need a reading up box to trade. If he used one on the spot, shouldn't we have seen him do it? What could he be hiding? Let's fucking go! Be as silent as you want. It's no use. Spit it all out, Kataro. I meant to cooperate with Sarah. With everyone. But I got used for convenience. I'm pathetic. A pathetic adult. The third trade, my sacrifice being sent to Sarah. It wasn't me. It was Sou's doing. Say what? I don't know what you're talking about. So knew. He knew I had the sacrifice. What? When everyone was sharing the laptop, So wasn't going to use the toilet. He went to use a ring-up box to trade my sacrifice to Sarah's Keymaster. I don't know anything about that. Wait a second. He chose 2 other people to make them trade? You can do that? It must be possible, huh? So, you can say that with confidence. So, isn't it about time you confess? Tell us your real reason for sharing the laptop. Such a suspicious individual, Kiji. Oh, that's a good pose! How about I hear the truth from your mouth? Haha, about what? Kataro couldn't do the third trade. Exactly, because he was with us! The question is, how do you know the sacrifice? Just rolling on ahead with the assumption that I knew, huh? Couldn't I just take a peek to do that? Precisely, you saw it directly! Kataro's intent was to negotiate with So. And as a condition for his trade, he must have shown So his sacrifice card. It's only natural to think that. What an act of imagination, Miss Sarah. Well, how about you use that imagination to consider what their negotiation was like? Kataro started to negotiate outside of So's bedroom door. Yeah, even So's already recognized that as fact. Yeah, that's right. How did So react to Kataro's proposition? I'm not brave enough to let Kataro in. That sounds about right. He must have let him in the room quickly to strike a deal. No, I'm sure So was on guard. Kataro had taken the laptop from him once before, So wouldn't just let him in the room, no questions asked. Then, did they make a deal through the door? How amusing. I just thought of a way. Kataro slipped the tablet under the door. Yeah, sure, that must be what it is. That's what Kataro did to propose his deal. So must have been fully wary of Kataro who could best him using force. So Kataro informed him that he was a sacrifice in advance. Not vocally, but by literally showing him his tablet. So, you had another objective on top of the tokens in the Sarah folder. To control the sacrifices you wanted. You got it. After the second trade, me and Kana went working on an escape plan.
And then I heard Kotaro through the door. Want to make a deal? He said. I didn't care to listen, but he slid his tablet under the door. And there I saw it. Sacrifice. How brave of him to go as far as offering up info just so I'd share the laptop. What do you know? Sarah, you saw that floor 1 security footage, right? Well, it's the truth. I hadn't discussed my first trial, hadn't I? It was one absurd trial, I tell you. They told me, set up the props used for the death game.
Then it's true? You set up the cards?
Yeah, of course I didn't know what they meant yet. Once I found out, I knew Kai's fate was set. It's like I killed him. Kai took the sage card I placed at random. That's why I at least wanted to get Kai's laptop back one more time.
Such an emotional story.
So that's what drove me to give me a whole 100 tokens.
100? That's enough for 2 trades. Are you insane?
But you left yourself enough for just one more trade. How cunning. Pretending to risk your life, but not forgetting to protect yourself. What a dirty adult you are. Say again! All told, you left yourself an escape route. So, if you were in a pickle, you could pass the sacrifice away from yourself. That's why I decided to act first, and send the sacrifice card to someone else. To Miss Sarah, always thinking of her allies.
Is that the truth about the 3rd trade?
I was hopeful it might make you tear off your sheep's clothing.
What the fuck are you? Fuck you!
But you went above and beyond my expectations. Huh? The 4th trade was you, wasn't it, Miss Sarah?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, the sacrifice is what killed Joe, right?
I didn't have any tokens. I didn't have enough tokens. I couldn't do any trades.
No tokens. That's hard to believe.
Quiet, loner. I was with Big Sis Sarah for the 4th trade. So was I. Sarah didn't do any trade then.
Well then, it must have been an ally who did it for you. Kiji, you took the sacrifice card from Miss Sarah, didn't you?
What? What's the meaning of this?
It's really very simple. The 2 of them were accomplices.
Huh?
Miss Sarah and Kiji formed a terrifying plan involving the sacrifice. To achieve victory in the main game by way of said sacrifice, they schemed a plan to escape working together and having Kiji win the vote. I suspect the 5th trade that followed was Miss Sarah and Kiji making a bluff. They picked 2 random commoners to have trade.
And then you say Kiji Sugnogi is the sacrifice? That's all a wild fabrication.
I mean, the sacrifice I had was taken away by the 5th trade. So spouting nonsense to leave everyone by the nose. If my reasoning's correct, Kiji is the sacrifice, and the sage is Miss Now, perhaps?
I'm the sage?
Yep. So it may well be fine to have Miss Now die this time.
Wait a second! At the start, you said you were the sacrifice.
Yep, that's a lie. I was a commoner.
This is the 2nd time he's lied about this shit. Let's never believe so again. Or better yet, I wonder if we could just kill him. No way! Then wouldn't you be in the same boat as me?
Huh? I see. I guess choosing anybody but Kiji is the same in the end. Then let's vote for Kana, since she's the least valuable.
Fuck you! So!
Enough! It's been a long time since I've hated anybody this much. Here's a friendly little police report. I long since used up all my tokens. You want me to just believe that? So, you're just dying to say I ended up being the sacrifice, aren't you? Unfortunately, I'm the keymaster. Huh? What are you saying? The keymaster is Kotaro, though. Looks like we got him good. My real role is Sage. Oh!